Hey everybody, welcome to Low Sitting Pinstriping. Thanks for joining with me today. I want to do a follow-up in this video on the video that I previously did showing how I make my own panels. The reason why I want to do this video is that maybe there's some of you out there that are like me, that I've laid out a design or I've laid my grid out, but I'm starting to lay out a design, I get halfway in the design and I make a mistake that really I just want to erase it and start over. Can I do that on this material? So that's what this video is all about today. Can we erase everything and start over? This actually is a little bit thinner piece of cardboard than I showed in my last video. It is the same material. It is that chalkboard shelf paper that I bought at Home Depot. I just put it on a little bit more flexible piece of cardboard. And we're going to lay out and pinstripe a design on it. And then we are going to take and erase the whole thing and clean it all up and see if we can reuse this. I know some material, it'll leave a silhouette of the grid. It'll even leave a silhouette of the pinstriping that you did, or it'll leave some of the color and you just can't get it all out. So I want to make sure that this is money well spent. So that's why I'm going to do this video today, just to make sure that making these panels is really worth doing. So let me palette this brush a little bit more and we'll go ahead and start laying out a design. Kind of just getting this thing ready. And I hope all of you are having a great Sunday today. I'm gonna just start up here and just start laying out a line. I can really say that I'm really impressed with how the brush is really working on the material. It seems to not be dragging or anything, so I'm liking that so far. Actually, I'm using a brand new brush, one of Steve Caffa's #3 brushes. I just took this out of the pack yesterday and opened it up and just started using it. And so if you've never tried one of these #3 brushes, I recommend it highly that you'd grab yourself one. I think you're going to really love it. And while you're at it, grab one of his grids, things that you can make your own grid with too. I bought this years ago and I didn't really use it that much because I was drawing my designs out and then pinstriping them. But now I'm really trying to do some free-handed stuff, and it's a lot different than drawing out a pattern and following it. And I'm really challenging myself. I'm really not really great at it yet, but I'm excited about trying to do it. And this brush and this grid that you use to make your grid is really, really helpful. So let me palette this a little more and we'll throw a little more on this. See what we can do. Let's maybe start right about here. Okay. There's one side. Let's try to match this on the other side. This is where I really struggle, is trying to, seems like it's easier to go one way than it is the other, but we'll give it a shot. And there we go. Let's repellet this brush. I want to do a little something else. Just not sure where I want to go with it right this second. I think I'm going to come down and put a little bit something lower on it. So let's do this. How about we come up in here, grab the bottom of that one. Maybe right here. Push down, try to tie that in right there. So far, I'm really impressed with how the brush strokes on this paper. And I'm going to build a little more on the outside there. Looks like I dropped it down a little further than the other, but it's okay. All right. Now, let's, I put out some orange here, so I'm not going to take any of the red out of my brush. I wish I could show you what I'm doing on paletting with this. I just left the red that was on the brush and just mixed it in, started mixing it in with some of the orange and get it paletted up a little bit. And then let's throw another color in it before we clean it up and see how it's going to work for us. Okay. I think I'm just going to take something here and bring it down and just let it feather out, which is what I'm kind of trying to look at. Get a little closer to it on this side than I did that other. But let's go up here to this line. Just going to bring it out. But what I want to do is I want to just make that, but I want to get right up on the tip of it. And then right here I think I'm going to come down and just get back on the tip. Okay, palette this just a little bit more. Let's try not to touch it. Kind of went down. I'm just trying to even it up a little bit there. Okay, that's not too bad. Now I think I'm just gonna come off this maybe and make another one like this and bring the orange down a little bit, and then that, I think that'll probably take care of it. Maybe try to get a little more orangey in it. Orangey, if that's the word. Here we go. Let's start right up here. Try to stay right up on the tip of it. And I want to come right around this one. Something like that. And let's see if I can do the same thing. And missed it a little bit, so real quick, like I'm just gonna try to even it up just a little bit. There we go. And all right, so there's a little design, and I'm just gonna clean my brush off real quick and kind of even give that a second to set up while I'm cleaning my brush. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to clean that up and see how that turns out. If it's even worth the money in doing. I think that roll, let me get it again. I think this roll right here was like $8 and something. So it wasn't all that much. The cardboard, I think, the thicker stuff was $6 and something. Yeah, $6.29 or something like that at Hobby Lobby. But you can get this thinner stuff for a lot cheaper. I think it was a little over $2. So if this works, it definitely be cheaper than buying panels and metal and painting everything black. And if you're like me, when I was painting the other things black, the little metal panels that I bought from Home Depot, and then the shelf panels that I started with that were so long, but they were very narrow. They were like $5 and something for a panel. But yet then you got to paint them black, and then you got to wait for them to dry. And these, I just found it was so nice. You just takes a minute just to put the paper on and make sure you get all the bubbles out like I showed in the video, and then you start pinstriping right on them. So that's really a plus to being able to make your own and do this too as well. Okay, let me get an older towel that I have here. I want to get a clean spot on this one, and I want to put a little mineral spirit on it. You want to make sure that when you're using your mineral spirit and you're going to clean up, that you use not the dirty stuff out of the cup you've been using. You want to make sure that you're using some clean mineral spirit. So here it is. I got it on the tip of a clean spot of this rag. So let's go ahead and wipe this off and see how it works out. You're going to want to get it off if your rag is dirty like the rest of mine was. I want to get a different rag and find a spot just to be able to wipe down the rest of it, get all of it off of there. See, it's really coming off. Can even see a little bit there. Okay, and now I've got my Windex, but I've got a brand new rag that I want to do the rest of it with. So I want to spray some Windex on there, and I want to clean it off and see how this is going to. Find me a drier spot to clean that up with. There we go. Well, it looks like it's coming out really well. It is. Yeah, I'm really impressed with the way it turned out. It really came out well. I can still see a little silhouette right there, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a little more of my mineral spirit, and I'm going to try to just pick it up. You can see I got a real clean spot on my rag right here. Let's see what happens. I just seen a little silhouette right in here. I did. Let's see how that's going to. Oh yeah, see, it picked it up. That's great. Picked the rest of all that up. So let me find another clean spot that I can dry that off of, and that will clean it up and see where we're at. Oh yeah, well, anything that was there is not there anymore. Just make sure that when you're doing this, you're using mineral spirits. Don't use lacquer thinner. It will eat this up. I haven't tried lacquer thinner on this, but I've tried it on other things, and lacquer thinner just kind of just eats it all up. What's nice, you seen how much I sprayed on top of this, and no water or anything bleeded through the paper or anything. So it's really working out very nicely. I'm kind of sold on it. I'm gonna continue making my own, and maybe on some thin board and maybe the thicker stuff. But this is really nice. If someone wants to purchase your pinstriping, you can ship this and mail it out very inexpensively. Cost factor versus panels, wooden panels or metal panels or whatever, it's going to keep the cost factor way down for you, and purchasing stuff, I believe, as well. So there it is, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed the video. All of you that are members, thank you so much for joining with me in my videos. And if you haven't subscribed yet and you're visiting, please subscribe and leave me a comment, or and also please share with your friends, and I would greatly appreciate it. All right, you take care, and you all have a great day, and I'll see you all in the next video.